Hello and welcome to question 2. This is in the stats part with the hypothesis. So we're going to look at the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. So firstly, a researcher wishes to test a null hypothesis. The average household uses that per month, 300 kilowatts per hour per month, against an alternative hypothesis. The average household uses more than this per month. Now, let's break this down. So, the truth is, HO, the null hypothesis, is true. So, we'll write that down. HO, the null hypothesis, is true. So, that means the average household uses 300 kilowatts per hour. Now, we can also say that for this, mu equals 300. That's the first thing. Now the second thing is the researcher's conclusion is that he rejects HO, the null hypothesis, and so he fails to reject the alternative hypothesis. Now this here is a type 1 error. This is a type 1 error. Type 1 error. And this occurs when you reject the null hypothesis even though it's actually true. So it happens when you reject HO when it is actually true. Now part B, the actual monthly usage is 340 kilowatts per hour, but the researcher concludes that a household uses 300 kilowatts or less. So the truth is H1 is true. The researcher's conclusion is he fails to reject H, the null hypothesis. He fails to reject the null hypothesis. So he fails to reject H1, the null hypothesis. Therefore, this here is a type 2 error, as what's happened is he failed to reject the null hypothesis even though the H1 is true. That's type 2. Thank you for watching.